Hi everybody, Gabrielle here. I'm back. So, how's everybody doing this morning? So I decided to upload a video. I was debating on whether or not I would or not, but I am. So it's uploading. Enjoy. So I've pulled out my animal tarot cards to see what they have for us. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the animal tarot. We've got the 7 of Summer, the King of Summer, and the Emperor. Okay? So we're going to look at that, at what we need to, as messages. Okay? Then I'm going to pull probably 8 of the Witch's Tarot. Yeah, that's how I feel like doing it. 3, 8, whatever. Mind your business. It's like, let me stop playing. 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 7. No, don't worry. And what this is going to be is that subconscious shit. You know. And because it seems like the Divine Feminine has cut off the Divine Masculine. I think these are his subconscious energies. Maybe a commingling. Let's see. Okay. So we have 4 and 4. That's what that is. And then I'm going to pull 6. Top card. 4 from the, you know. And then I'm going to pull the bottom. Flip these up. Trying something new. Why not? Let's see. Let's put the amethyst there. Let's put that there. Let's ground this. Lighten that. Here. Let's connect everything. Ooh. Ooh. All right. So, I hope y'all can, you're probably not able to see everything. So, like I said, 7 of Summer, King of Summer, the Emperor. Then we have the King of Swords, 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Jeez Louise. 2 of Pence, Queen of Cups, 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 5 of Cups, King of Swords, Devil card, Ace of Wands, Judgment, and the 4 of Wands. Interesting. Now, when I was shuffling the spellcasters, as I was shuffling, I purposely kept that 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck as I was shuffling. Because, again, Twin Flame Soulmate Readings. But this one, in the Witch's Tarot, that's just pure coincidence. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm a piggy. Okay, so this 7 of Summer says, it's time to stop procrastinating and make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so. But don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. Okay, then the King of Summer says, a trustworthy person or relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from someone who speaks directly from the heart. The Emperor, and it says, so the 7 of Summer was the Maine Coon kitten, and then the King of Summer was the Emperor penguin, right? And then the funny part, right, because we have the Emperor next to it, it says deer mouse. Structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role, and as you have much wisdom to offer. Right, that's what I'm doing right now. Sharing my wisdom that I've accumulated, that I've downloaded, been blessed with. been gracious enough to learn from people when they've been inspired to give me counsel, you know. So with the Maine Coon kitten, right, what I see is a need for a little playfulness. Like, even though it's saying stop procrastinating and make a decision, move forward, this is about manifestation. You know, this making a decision, hemming and hawing will never get you anywhere. It'll never get you what you want. Nothing will happen that's not meant to happen. So you know what I mean? It's like there's never a wrong choice, as it were. There are consequences for sure, but there's no right or wrong in any of this. You know, it's like when you're being told to follow your heart, listen to your heart. Like, I don't know, right? I'm coming out of deep religion, okay? A lot of deep religion. Don't matter which one, just know my ass was deeply religious, okay? And so through religion, you were taught not to trust your heart. The heart is wicked above all things, right? And it's like, so when you're coming out of that, right? Because what you have to remember is that you were given emotions, not to be ruled by them, but as almost like a sixth sense. And most of us, especially in Western culture, we have been taught to dismiss it, stuff it down. I'm guilty of this shit myself. Let me tell you, I have a lot of emotion, a lot of feelings. I be deep in my feelings. I was so deep in my feelings, I bottled them up and put them the fuck away. I didn't want to deal with them. On some real, I went in autopilot. Now, I know most of y'all understand what autopilot is. You just do. You just go. You stop feeling. It's not about lack of caring, because it's like you care about the routine. You care about the ritual of it all, because it works. But does it work? Because if it worked, why would you put your emotions away? Why would you have chose to stop feeling? Why? You know, it's like that moment. And so coming out of deep religion and now listening to the call of my heart, my passions, and it's a tug of war. Honest to God, it's a tug of war. Because I've always been internally uninhibited. And it's crept out here and there. Sometimes in such an extreme way because of so much personal restriction, right? I live in a perpetual 8 of Swords as a Virgo. I'm just saying, it's true. You know, we do. We always in our mind, we always like, overthinking, worrying, fucking worrying. No more worry. And that's what this Maine Coon kitten card is about, this 7 of Summer. Be confident. You ever seen even kittens, they might scare easily, but they come charging right back in. You know, you might spook them, but their curiosity always gets the better of them. So it's like, allow your curiosity to get the better of you. Yeah. Just go. Go for it. Fuck it. Fuck it. 2019, the year, fuck it. Aquarian age, right? Go get some. And so then we have this King of Summer. Warm-hearted, devoted, loving, and faithful. King of Summer. They don't have me look this up. You know, every so often you should. It says, a true and faithful romantic partner, reassurance that you can trust a person or situation, accurate and heartfelt advice, an exemplary father. Remember that frog on the Prince of Summer card? The one who will sweep you off your feet and romance you till you swoon? Well, he may or may not hang around. That's that King of Wands, right? Or no, that would be oh God, the Sagittarius card, the Knight of Wands. So in this deck, the Prince of Summer is the Knight of Wands. And so the King of Summer is the King of Wands. All right, that makes sense. We don't mean to be too tough on our little frog friend. He really might stay. The penguin, however, is a whole other story. The penguin represents a person or relationship that you can absolutely trust. This may be an intimate but platonic friendship or the love of your life. Either way, you're emotionally safe with a penguin around. He can also symbolize getting excellent advice that comes from the heart. The penguin says that you can completely believe who or what is being presented to you. The penguin is warm-hearted, honorable, and very loving. As a friend, he will never let you down. As a romantic partner, he will never stray and will keep any commitment he makes to you. This penguin will love you as you are, but like the swan, queen of summer, he is able to see your hidden potential. Therefore, he's likely to want to nurture your gifts and talents. He will encourage you and perhaps even push you to grow. He'll do this, and he'll do his part to help. Penguins are fascinating birds with highly unusual habits. They are, after all, birds that can't fly, which symbolizes the attainment of great things without having to follow society's expectations. They're also able to drink seawater due to a gland that filters salt from their bloodstream, a symbol of purity. They're very social animals. Most species mate for life, and even they have specific vocalization so they can call their mates and chicks by name. The male incubates the eggs until they hatch, allowing the female to go out and do her thing, in quotes, search for food. You can see how that's a great metaphor for our gallant king of summer. Right. Yes, sir. I should have did that for the 7 of summer, right? Let me just look. So another message, important message about the 7 of summer. Let me see. It says, Maine Coon Kitten, the need to make a choice, overthinking a decision, asking for and listening to guidance. It's time to stop procrastinating and decide what you want to do. The failure to do so is keeping you from moving forward on a very important issue. It's possible that you're spending too much time in your head when you should be listening to your heart. If there is more research needed, then get busy. However, also set a time limit for how much longer you're going to wait before a choice is made. It may also be time to detox from unhealthy foods, substances, or situations. That could be me, I do get my my Girl Scout cookies. Maine Coon cats are beloved for their sweet, smart, and adorable nature. They are also huge. Among the most notable features are their big ears and paws. Do you need to hear some sage advice to help you make the decision you're putting off? Is some legwork called for to get you additional information necessary to move forward? Maine Coons are also known for having water repellent fur, and water symbolizes emotion. Are you overthinking too much about your decision when you should be listening to your feelings instead? Well, yeah, there's that. Oh, the Emperor, right? Deer mouse. Like a deer mouse, like, the woodland creature deer. Not like a cute, adorable mouse, a deer mouse. Focusing on the details. Being pragmatic, thinking of the future, keeping everything just so. Providing constructive feedback is a kind manner. In a kind manner. While the Angora rabbit empress is all about passion, creativity, and exuberance, the deer mouse emperor asks you to put a little structure around all that excitement. He compassionately informs you that haphazard creation can turn into chaos. Have you thought through all the possible outcomes for your plans? Or are you overanalyzing? Perhaps it's time to reevaluate. It's definitely time to get organized. This card can also indicate great leadership skills or the need to take charge of a situation. It may seem counterintuitive to present the Emperor as a deer mouse, but the truth is that this card is about all those details. Our little friend is always thinking ahead by storing away what he will need for the future. When he remains focused on the larger picture without skipping any of the necessary steps, he has the ability to do great things. The deer mouse is highly resourceful and prolific, therefore making sure that his plans come to fruition even if he himself can't complete them. By planning responsibly, by planning reasonably yourself, you'll have the same kind of success. Deer mice are also always seeing to their own cleanliness. They like their fur to be perfectly groomed, neat, and tidy. Remember, you only get one shot at first impressions, so be prepared. Golly bum, isn't that consistent? Be ready, be ready. You know, be the T.I. song. You're fancy now. You're fancy now. Hair done, nails done, everything done. That's right. Get your fancy on. That was a lot. Whatever, it'll get easier and more fluid as I explore these cards more. All right. So we got the King of Swords, Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords. Golly bum. So can I just say this is wow. So this King of Swords is ready to stop this heartbreak, right? You got the Three of Swords right next to it. I feel like these fairies here are trying to bring about healing. See, amethyst resonates with the crown chakra, right? So there's a download coming about this whole heartbreaking situation, this betrayal. This is definitely I'm gonna say an affair. You know, Three of Swords, Ten of Swords. Yeah. Ready to cut through the bullshit about this affair that's been stressing their asses out, Nine of Swords, and keeping them up. Let me see. Shit. What's that down there? What's this red thing? There's a lot of healing. I mean, healing has to take place. I mean, I see so much purple. Oh, that's the author's signature on the card, that ME. Okay. Yeah. Got them holed up in the house. They not eating. They not sleeping. They on their bed on some woe is me shit. It reminds me of that scene from Interview with the Vampire when it says the food has no taste. The wine is bitter. What if I could pluck out the pain? What if I could give you new life? And it's like when Lestat changes Louis into a vampire and he wakes up and he says, now have look with your preternatural eyes. That's what this download feels like to me. Like it's going to give you a new lease on life. That's why this decision has to be made, like for real. Because I feel like the divine's trying to reach you. All right. I'm looking at this owl and this Ten of Swords. And this owl is like, it's a creature of the night. It watches. It's a soundless flight bird, like owl swooping, you won't even hear it. Yeah. And they've been juggling, right? But see, this is a cycle. What they're juggling is the fucking cycle. It's not actually a choice. It's the cycle. But it's like with this King of Swords energy, recognizing this cycle, recognizing the bullshit, what this has truly done to them. And so, let me see. Wow. I'm going to say a 12-year cycle. He's got 12 X's on his tunic. No, I couldn't get that word. And it's been rough. I mean, look at these waters back here. Look at those seas. Look how rough that shit's been. That ship cannot come in. It's not safe to come into the harbor. You know what I mean? Like, dang, Daniel. And then look, you got this Queen of Cups here. She's sitting on the shoreline. She in the bay somewhere. Look at the waves coming in. She like in a little cove somewhere chilling, sipping her wine, and on her throne. Life's good. Got her flowers. Look, she's in such a pure vibrational frequency of love. Look at those white flowers. Look at that. This is Venus. I'm looking at this Queen of Cups like she Venus. Look how she's on that seashell there. Look at that blue. Look at the integrity. Look at the purity. She's so cool. Her emotions are fine. They steady. That's what those waves are, steady. When the seas are calm, waves come in sets of 7. Her emotions are balanced. She cool. She only want pure love. That's a trail of pure love that leads to her. You can't even get to this woman unless you are in that high vibration of pure love. Wow. Look at her. Such a lady. Look how she's holding her goblet. How she's balanced. How she's bringing it to her mouth with both hands. She's sipping. How balanced she is. Wow. I've never gotten such balanced energy from a Queen of Cups before. That's so cool. And look, her back is turned. Her back is turned to this. Look at the magician's hats off. Look at the illusion. Look how he's got his hat. You see this shit? Do y'all really see this? Look. Look, you see how the brim is here, and then the clouds is coming through, and then the brim's there. Look at the fucking illusion. This shit ain't real. She got her back turned to what isn't real. Or he has his back turned to what isn't real. Told you, just back turn to the choices. Is that false twin to you too? Look at that. Look at all that. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. You know what I just got looking at that? I see 7 cups and 4 bitches. Is that not a fucking harem? Is that a harem? Sister wives? Brother husbands? What the fuck is that? I'm sorry, I've been trying to watch my profanity. Wow. Nah. I see that. Yeah. Wow, somebody clear as shit. Clear as a bell, as they say, is look how now you gotta check this king again. I mean, can y'all see that down there? Look how the top of that sword is reflective. The whole thing is mirror-like. Clear, reflective. I ain't even see the falcon. Wait, the falcon in his hand there. Oh no. Like I said, very clear. This is spiritual. About this cycle, about this affair, about the stress of it all. And yeah, I'ma say it. 12-year cycle. Yeah, that shit's a wrap. Yeah, she got her back on it. She not. No more. No more. I kind of like that. King of Swords, Queen of Cups. You know what I mean? Right. But it's so funny, right? She got her back turned to this here, right? But she's looking forward towards that king. But she's also looking at this cycle. She's reflecting, or he's reflecting on all of this. Finally seeing things, finally clear and reflecting. And it's so funny, right? Because they seem pretty extreme, right? King of Swords, Queen of Cups. King of Swords is not known for emotions, you know. They're very analytical. They can be very cold. Same thing with the Queen of Swords. And then you have the Queen of Cups, who's like, you know, she's almost in her Empress mode. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so behind her, like I said, you got all these choices, right? Let's look at these choices. We've got a metamorphosis here. When I see a butterfly, that's what I see. Change. A choice to change. Let's see. A choice to pursue, I'm going to say a regal path. When I look at a castle, I think regalness. So that could be fame. You know what I mean? You could choose to try to be famous or some dumb shit, right? You could go after that. You could try to be internet famous or whatever that means to you. Then you have a kitten, right? So I look at that as kind of like, I don't know, I'm getting sex kitten beta programming type dumb shit, right? So you could choose to be a floozy or Jezebel or whatever you want to call people who are a little loose morally. Then we have a monster. Well, not really. This is a dragon. And so when I see a dragon, I think of the mystery schools of Eastern mysticism, right? So then there's the spiritual path. Then we have a rainbow. And I'm going to say, even though I love rainbows, because of my religious background, I see rainbows and I think of a promise that the Most High made with mankind. And whenever you see the ark, you're reminded of the covenant. So there's a religious path, a choice. Then I see a mermaid. And the mermaid is like true fucking fancy. Okay? That's some Cinderella shit as far as I'm concerned. It's not what I know. You would think castle, right? But no. I'm a different person. Like Peter Pan. The mermaids, remember? And Peter Pan, better yet, not Cinderella, Peter Pan. And they went to Never Never Land, and they went to Mermaid Lagoon, and it's like that. It's that refusal to grow up. So that's a choice. And then we have a cup with a bouquet of flowers in it. And I see the bouquet of flowers as nurturing. Like, because the flowers, they look planted in the cup. So it's like grounding, self-love. All of these things, and in some respect or another, would bring you, I'm going to say, temporary emotional fulfillment. But only one in them 7, if any, are a good choice, right? But their backs turned to it. Because the reality is none of them made you feel stable. None of them bought you actually this. So now you're back to all of those other attempts that you thought would bring about that. Line 3. We've got this 5 of Cups, right? Look at this shit. I'm getting and I'm saving all my love for you. And I'm saving all my love. That's a oldie, but a goodie. But that's what I'm getting. Oh, that's so funny. Somebody's waiting on the right transit. See the moon hanging off the hood. Look at this. And see the star. I don't know. Watch your cups, watch your drinks. I don't know. I just got that. It's the way he's holding it up to the waterfall and shit. And he's all shady and cloaked. Watch your drinks. Just don't be taking drinks from people. If you don't know a motherfucker. And even if you know, you don't know. Okay? Just be taking drinks from people. Anyway. So, even though this person in this 5 of cups is like, they grab those 2 cups. They're like, yes, I want it. Okay, no problem. They're filling both of them up. But are they? Are they really? I see an illusion. He a little too far from that waterfall. It's like in the back of their mind type shit. Like, that's what they gonna do eventually. You know, got 2 hands, got a cup in each hand. I'm gonna make my way over there and get away from this muck. And, rinse these out and fill them with something pure. But first you got to cut out the toxicity. How about that? King of Swords, Devil card. You got to cut out the toxicity. Whatever it is. You got to cut it out. Gargoyles? Hellhounds. Ah. Cold words. Speak kindly. Use your nice words. Remember that the people you talk to, if you love them, remember that when you speak. Myself included. I've always had such leeway, and people have been way too tolerant of me, honest to God, if I'm honest, like, really. The shock value of the things that I say, it is funny. But there's a time and place for it. But because I come from a very accepting environment, I love my family. I don't give them enough credit, but I love my family. I really do. I really do. My immediate family. Let me stop playing. I love my family. But they've always allowed me to be me. But I have a very strong personality too, and so I don't think there was another way. It was like, and when I was really, really young, I recognized how much I was like my mother. And I also realized, 2 queens can't rule the same kingdom. But that's just respect. She a queen and I'm a queen. So I was one of those people who left home fairly early, but with blessing. Like, I didn't run away type dumb shit. I was a G about mine. And a little slick, I kind of slowly inched out here and there, prove my trustworthiness, that sort of shit, But anyway, when you talk to people, be kind. And for me personally, I've always had such leeway with my family. And I'm not going to say not corrected, because I was corrected. But when you home, and we all grown now. So, sometimes I forget everybody ain't as tough as my folk. And that what I find amusing may not necessarily be amusing to another person. I don't know their background. I saw an interesting meme yesterday where it was like, Cliff Notes, neither one of us is wrong. We just have different perspective. And they use the number 6 and 9 to do it. The mirror image. It's like, I love that Jimi Hendrix song, is 6 for 9. 6 for 9, It's true. Like, what if 6 were 9? Yeah, what if? What if we're both right? Aha. Like, where's the spoon? Yeah. Yeah. But in order to let me get back to this. use kind words. Cut out the toxicity. Cut out anything that's going to take away from what your goal is. And it's funny because I'm looking at this Ace of Wands, right? Let me turn this. Let me see it now. Yeah, like it's swatting the devil. Like, pat, 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 like it's beating down the devil. So you have to beat down the toxic behaviors, the toxic communication. King of Swords. Yeah. Just because you can use words like a sword, you should not. You should reserve slicing and dicing for only extreme measures. Speak love and you get love. Speak kindness and you get kindness. You know, you can't do as I, what does it say? What is it saying? Do as I say, not as I do. No. This is a walk it like you talk it. This is about clarity and manifestation. This is about, you know, as we say, keeping your eyes on the prize. You know, you got Judgment, 4 of Wands, right? So you got to beat back this toxicity. Any reference to the heartbreak and betrayal, that shit got to stop. For real. Because all it's doing is keeping the wounds alive and keeping the cycle alive. 2 of Pentacles. The infinite fucking karmic loop. And if you expect to heal a situation the way this the dropper from heaven, it's like manna. If you expect any sort of healing and resurrection and forward progress to come about of this cauldron of the soup of life, the primordial stew, as it were, you can't expect to get to the next level, to get through the portal, if you don't fight and beat down this toxicity. You must find the strength to overcome this behavior. And we know it's possible. We got the Emperor up top, you know what I mean? Like, but King of Swords is tough. He can be quite the bastard. You know, the Queen of Swords is tough too, so can you imagine? It's time to stop being cold and raining in love. Beat back the Beat back the toxicity. Even if that means taking a break so you can find what love means to you. Oh, that's another thing. I'm looking at the 5 of Swords again here. It's like, you got to pull back. Pull back. It's okay. Pull back, because if you don't, it's kind of like you fall back into this cycle, this pattern. And you already know what that gets you. So you have to put a halt to it. You see how the magician here is like, be still. His hands is out like, I command. You have the power. Never forget that you have the power. You know. And it's all right. I'm going to wrap this up. You have the power. That's what I'm going to call this. You have the power. At the bottom of the decks, all 3 of them, we have the kangaroo, which is the 8 of summer. 8 of wands. You feel that there's more to life than what you're living. So it's time to move on. You may be moving from a situation that isn't good for you, or perhaps you're being drawn to what would make you happy. Either way, you're in control. Wow. See how Spirit do? Then we got the Seven of Wands. Defend what you find valuable. Take action. Look at this. I mean, I could have just did the 3 bottom cards and got all of that. That's so funny. Look at that. Can you see? Kangaroo, 7 of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Every time I see this Knight of Cups, I think of Geronimo. We'll see until I don't, you know. That's how that go. Choose love. Fill your own cup. Pull back. You have the power. Take charge. Hop to it. Be the kangaroo. Hop to it. All right. Bye. Love you.